Welcome back. Well, today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Right now my 2007 Toyota Tacoma has got a defective fan switch for its heating and air conditioning system. Now this occurs fairly regularly, and it's almost inevitable with most heating and air conditioning systems in vehicles today, where the fan switch will become inoperative in all but one position, which is the high position. Now the reason this occurs is because there is a resistor which is in the lower positions have resistance to control, to basically reduce the current flow to the fan and thereby slow it down. So these are the resisted positions. The high position, on the other hand, in most vehicles is a straight through which has no resistor, and therefore it will continue to run. So if you've got a fan that doesn't appear to be running, check and see if it's still running on the high position. In all likelihood it is. If it is running in the high position, it means that you have a defective resistor. In this vehicle and in most vehicles, the resistor is very, very simple to change, and we're going to show you how to do that. So the part that you need to replace is officially known as the blower motor control module resistor, and it's a rather inexpensive device. It costs around $20. They seem to last probably about 8 or 9 years in a vehicle before they burn out. Sometimes it's preceded by an acrid smell in the vehicle. It's like you've got an electrical burnout. And but this replacement has got a kind of a neoprene gasket around it that seals it, because this is mounted in the air duct of the system, and it's handily located. You don't have to take apart the dashboard or anything, and the only thing you're going to need is just a 7/30. Believe it or not, this is a Toyota vehicle, but it's a 7/32 screw that has to be removed. So let's get under it, and we'll show you how to do this. Okay, the location of the resistor is found behind the glove box on the passenger side, just above the carpet. And there it is right there. You can see the wire cluster, and that is connected directly to the resistor. So oftentimes the resistor is the only part that becomes damaged. Once in a while you'll have severe scorching and burning of the wire cluster, and that has to be replaced also, but I trust that that's not going to be the case here. This is the second module that I've installed in this vehicle, that I will have installed in this vehicle, because I had one burn out about 6 or 7 years ago, and that's about par for the course for these. And they're found in many vehicles. I'm not sure if there's any vehicles that use a different system. So what we need to do is simply pull down on this tab right here. I'm trying to do this through the camera. Pull down on this tab and remove the plug. We can inspect it, and yes, indeed, we have a little bit of scorching, but I think that's probably just, it might have been something that blew inside the module that caused that scorching, and I doubt that that has actually caused any physical damage. I see no burning on the wires themselves. So I'm going to take the module out. This requires a little bit of being on your head. Now be very careful that you don't lose that screw down behind your carpet, because it can get pretty far down and it's not easy to get a hold of. So that's the first of two, and the other one is located behind it, and I'll be back with you on that one. Now there's the old one, and it looks a little bit tired, but there's no extreme evidence of frying or anything like that. For whatever reason, it's failed. It's done with now. It's done its job. And remember, when you put the new one in, this tab has to be facing forward, because that receives your connection tab on the plug side. So we'll put that right up in there. You're undoubtedly going to be frustrated by the fact that the the plug will hang right in the way as you're working on things. So I just found a way to get it up, tuck it up here behind this cable, and get it out of the way, because it's a pesky little unit. It gets, you don't have much room to work down here. So now it's just a matter of plugging this back in, firmly push it up until that thing clips into place. We'll give it a try. Let's start her up and see what happens. Oh, I have air coming out at the low position. In the next, the low and the two intermediate positions, I've got air again. Wonderful. So that's it. Remember, if you're wondering why it continues to operate in the high position when it's not operating in the other, it's simply because that resistor is being bypassed in the high position. There is no resistance to straight current. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and God bless.